Hi everyone, this is Post Time Skip Sam, and we are currently live over on twitch.tv/posttimeskipsam here to react to Hunter x Hunter Volume 25. Woo, howdy, I'm very excited about this. First, let's take a look at the volume cover, which is Komugi here, staring eyes out, ready to basically just destroy Meruem at Gungi. Very excited. All right, let's get right into this. Chapter 261. We gotta do a little highlight here. Bam, 261. And we have Nav here finally getting that courage of like, you know what, I might not be able to help you guys fight, but at least the least I can do is help you guys plan this out. So we have Nav here pointing at the exits here. The closer the entrance is to the palace, the closer its exit is to the throne room. We got all of our characters here looking, okay, I think we're in agreement. We'll all charge in as close as we can from the exit by the central staircase. All right, here we go. Already, this is a sick cover. Holy, here are all of our characters posing. Oh, this is awesome, man. Oh, dude, it feels like a part of me wishes I didn't know when the actual finale is, because this feels like we are building a finale. Oh my god. Also, wait, hold on. What are they calling these teams? Okay, so we have the, oh my god, they're giving each other names. The first charge. Okay, so, oh wait, they changed up the teams. Well, I guess not, because now Meliaron is with them, right? So Shoot, Knuckle, and Meliaron are going to be fighting Menthu. Then we have Gon and Killua with Neff, right? Ikalgo is rescuing Palm, and then Moral is fighting Shia. All right, dude. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. All right. We're already seeing boobs here. Okay. I thought exorcism would be a good idea since Sir Leold was so excited about it, but it sure is a pain. Who is this? Wait, what? I look like the queen. And it looks like the more powerful the ability I exercise, the bigger this gut gets. Hina, Leold's squad captain. Who? What kind of animal is she? Losing your figure is a huge issue for a girl. Sir Leold better increase my reward, right? And then we got this peon who's just like, sure, whatever. I kept her around since she's a rare peon that understands speech, but can't you participate in the conversation? I don't care. You could shoot her on sight. Even if she hides amongst the crowd, her foreign looks will stand out. Oh, her foreign looks will stand out. Okay, understood. Okay, and then we got Mr. Biznef coming in here. Oh, damn it. Why did she do this to me? Hello? It's about, And then, just right behind Biznef is the wolf. Willif? Welfin. Well, I don't know why I said Willif. That's not how you pronounce any of that at all. I'll call you back, yes. I told you not to use your cell phone in here. Those radio frequencies give us a headache. Okay, another weakness. Oh, we can also listen in. If I catch you again, I'll rip your whole arm off, along with the phone. I have several important cases that need to immediately attention. You have to cut me some slack. Ugh. Oh, he's like, oh, you have to cut me some slack. A runaway woman is an important case. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Yeah, because he's a wolf, man. He's horny. I could find her, you know. Really? I have a good nose for this thing. I could track her if I had a piece of her clothing. The Royal Guard values the work I as do I. Let's work together for both our benefits. All right, I'll get you what you need. Wait here. I owe you one if I find her. I'll be the one who pulls all the strings, and for that, I need to bring down Biznef, not the king. Sir Welfin, emergency caution! Peon signals hurt my ears too, and they hardly make any sense. A blood stained smells like... Oh, Targetter's blood. All right, so when Nov kind of snuck into the palace, broke the guy's neck, that's who they're finding. Okay. Dirty shoes, gotta be an intruder. He took them off to avoid making footprints, so he must have gone further in. Was his mission more important than hiding the fact that he was here? There's a lot of mud. Must be that day it rained a week ago. That marches the time frame of when Targetters went missing. There's no doubt that the intruder got rid of him. Or did he abduct him? But why leave his shoes? There were no other bloodstains. If Targetter was wrapped up in something and taken away, the guy must have been come prepared. His mission was to kill or abduct an ant. But for what? I don't get it. Should I ask Shia for advice? No. I shall catch the intruder myself and make him talk. All right, buddy. Best of luck. All right. He's on the prowl here. Oh, he's got his friends too. The tracks lead deeper into the palace, takes President over Biznef's woman. You come with me. And we got Mayanul and Inzaghi. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, here's his crew. I don't know if these, okay, maybe the weird dude on the far right has like giant muscles, but either way, we're back with we're having a lobster. Chidu's here. Oh boy. Chidu, I didn't know you were here. Learning my new ability took some time, but I finally mastered it. A new ability? It's called the Blind Spot of War, Dance of the Cheetah. Okay, well, look, your other two abilities didn't really work out that well, but we'll see. Well, good luck. Is that all you gotta say? Check it out, it's awesome. All right, we're back to Gungi. And then here we have Komugi just looking at the Gungi board. Meruem, nowhere to be found. I asked him for his name, and he wouldn't tell me. I wanna play. Bro, Meruem is having an existential crisis right now. We see him floating above the palace. Who am I? Why am I here? A king with no name. I borrowed castle. My subjects are all mindless drones. If this is the mandate of heaven I have been given, I fear. Oh my god, he has gone insane. I fear nothing except the tedium that it will bring. Oh my god. All right, he's going a little bit crazy. Don't follow, and we have Menthu following him. Don't follow me. Sire. And then smacks Menthu. Don't make me repeat myself. And then Neff is kind of just sitting on his little pillar in the sky. Now we've all been given a wallop. He's coming. The king says your end is annoying. Turn it off. Make it easier for everyone to sneak in. This is gonna be crazy. Once again, where is the panel? Once again, where is the panel? Hold on, I'm finding the freaking panel. Cause you're a complete moron. It's just every single time. After Moral has said that, it's just like every single time the Chimera do something really dumb, it's just back to Moral going, oh, you're a complete moron. Okay. All right, here we go. I figured he'd start complaining sooner or later, but taking down security is one thing I can't do. Then you tell him I don't want to get smacked again. How about this? I can make a spherical hole in my aura around you. Where's the panel again? Where's the panel again? That is crazy. That is wild. Because they could feel the end. Well, no, but imagining like someone fighting within that tiny circle outside of Nen. Wait, I didn't even. Hold on, let me share that screen with you. Like, it's crazy. This is wild. Then you won't be distracted by it. Are you telling me to stay in one spot? You have no way of knowing what I am doing from your remote vantage point. It would be impossible to move the space as I move. And watching my every move is out of the question. Yes, sire. I never considered it from a security perspective. Then, in order to avoid your aura, I would have to stay within the spherical area. Are you suggesting I give you detailed commands every time I want to move? I'm at a loss for an answer, sire. Use N only outside the... I can't keep pulling up the moral part. All right. I will put up with that until tomorrow. Should that not be enough to guard against the outside? Or are you saying that there are insurgents already within? You know what? I'm just gonna let you be your thing, okay? That is synonymous with admitting that your N is no better than a sieve. Well, you're right, sire. My N, if only the outside would not be able to sense intruders coming from underground, for example. And if there were insurgents among those permitted entry, I do not have the ability to detect them. Well, actually, now to come to think of it, their original plan was for Neff to detect them coming into the palace so that they would all surround Meruem. So technically it goes against the plan, which is what Killua has been planning to happen all along. So I guess Killua technically has been planning for this to occur. Are you referring to Komugi? No, there are 11 other soldiers here. They are free to come and go as they please, counting Leold, Flutter, and Targeter. We confirm their identities when they enter, but if they are being manipulated by the enemy, it would be difficult to tell. Also, enough. Your end only goes up to the first floor. Then you'll be able to deal with the underground intruders as well. Okay, there we go. All right, makes more sense now. Forbid everyone from coming up to the second floor. I will dispose of any trespassers myself. That goes for you three as well. Unless I summon you, any invasion of privacy will be dealt harshly, and his aura is flaring. He does not want anything to do with these royal guards. I'm having an existential crisis. I do not know my name. Don't come up here. The other ants aren't allowed beyond the second floor anyways. What am I supposed to... Oh, I see. Okay, now Shia and Menthu are kind of talking about this conversation that Neff had. The other ants aren't allowed beyond the second floor anyway. Where am I supposed to go? The central staircase on the first floor. It would be easy to respond to any intruders from below. The king has been in a bad mood lately. Losing a Gungi must be frustrating. I can guess the source of his irritation, and my ability's spiritual message would clarify any doubts. But that would be the greatest insult to the king. Or perhaps that is an excuse. In truth, I'm afraid whatever it is that is growing within him is causing me unbearable anxiety and dread. Because he's becoming a human. Oh, okay, here we go. Apologies and an explanation. All right, so at the end of the chapter. I'm sincerely sorry for the results of the third Hunter exam have been unbelievably delayed. I wanted to go through each and every application and roll the dice myself, and now here are the results. We have a grand total of 4,336 entries. Thank you for your participation. I would like to describe the exam process and post the results and comments in this volume. It's been so long that I would have been surprised if many of you have forgotten what name you use. Please put up with my selfish ways. Oh, that's cute. Let's get started. I'm sorry. Okay, so I guess we're gonna learn about the third hunter exam, but that is it for chapter 261 here. Oh, this panel already. All right, we're in chapter 262. We have the crew ready for battle. They have entered Nov's mansion, preparing to go in. T-minus 7 minutes. I'll call you up with a minute to go. Gather by the entrance. Until then, do what you need. And everyone's hanging out. You know, Knuckles doing little stretches. Golem's kind of stretching out his arm. Everyone's getting ready. Meliron, about the plan. I know. Tap your shoulder 10 seconds before I need to take a breath. And tap it again right when I hold my breath. Don't overdo it. Give yourself a wide buffer. And leave things to me when God's accomplice isn't in play. And then we have Meliron's just getting nervous. He's like tapping his feet. Withdrawal. Why don't you have a smoke? Underestimating their senses of smell would be fatal. Oh, because he was a heavy smoker. Gotcha. Underestimating their sense of smell would be fatal. They could track us with just the residual scent of smoke, or maybe the first breath. I could take spell or doom. I could spell I could spell our doom. I get it. Okay. The boss will set up a smoke screen as soon as he goes in anyway. Maybe, but I want to eliminate as much risk as I can. I don't want any regrets. Okay. And then Nov appears. There was movement by the royal guards. All three of them were discussing something on the top of the main gate. Pido stayed, Yopi went inside, and Poof returned to the air. I don't think it's anything significant. Oh, it's very significant actually, Nov. I'll let you know if they move again. Yeah, and it'd be useful, even up till last second. Alright, Killua, Gon, and Ikago are all hanging out. So we're almost assured that the royal guards will be at the palace. He still has his doubts. I mean, at this point, he's not wrong. Well, they guaranteed to be near the king. There are no guarantees. You gotta be ready for that, or surprise will paralyze you. You say that because you don't know how loyal they are. If the king is there, so are his aides. Still, you have to consider other factors too. Like what? Like if this happened or that happened. Yeah, right. And then she's like, all right, kids. All right, sheesh. How can they argue now at the 11th hour? If there was a factor, it would be a woman. One of the king's goals is to reproduce, right? What the king does in his palace is still a mystery. So it's got to be making babies. I see. That would explain why he wanted the guards away from his chambers. Maybe Biznet procured the women for the king. Oh. It could be Palm. Oh, okay. And we have this picture of just like darkness kind of surrounding Palm. Could Palm be with the king? No, there are no changes to the plan. No matter what the situation Palm is in, I doubt Gon gets it. Good thing we thought of it now. We would have been caught off guard if we weren't braced for it. See, there's no such thing as overanalyzing. There's gotta be more scenarios than what we came up with. Something's still bothering me. Hey, Gon, huh? Palm will take care of herself, got it? Only focus on Pido no matter what. The existence of a third party, woman or not, is a good point. There could be the reason why I feel so uneasy. Why did the king hurt himself? And here we have Killua hurting his own brain thinking about this. Hey, that's only your hypothesis. I know, but you agreed it couldn't be anything else. You're contradicting yourself. And this is Knuckle and Killua having this conversation. You just said that there are plenty of unexpected situations. According to that logic, Pido could have turned off his end for reasons we can't imagine. I know that, but it's still bothering me. 3 minutes. Is it worth thinking about now? And Kill was like, yeah, to shoot. He's like, yeah, of course it is. Okay, let's think. In what situation would you hurt yourself? And then here we have Gon thinking about Kite when you can't forgive yourself. Gon using that big brain of his. All right, he's gonna figure it out. And now we got Wolf Boy here. The rain washed away all the smell, the trail. The route he took went like this. He peered up to the second floor. He didn't go, but went back outside. Did something happen that made him turn back, or did he fulfill his mission? Or maybe use his ability? Hey, just so you know, the king will kill you if you go upstairs. Let everyone else know too. Sir! Wings, what if the intruder could fly? The shoe and the scent trail are decoys. It's possible he flew upstairs. He's gotta still be upstairs. Sir Yopi! Wait a minute. Pido is using his N. He'd know if there was an intruder upstairs. Sorry, never mind. Then how did he get all the way in here in the first place? Sir Yopi, what is it with you? Has Sir Pido ever turned off his N? Say on that rainy day about a week ago. Oh, didn't know. The king tore off his own arm. Poof was in charge of the N while Pido healed him. How big of an area does Poof's N cover? I have no idea. As big as Pido's. No, Poof's N probably extends only as far as the stairs. Oh, no. Oh, I see. Okay. So, oh my god. They're all morons. Menthu has no idea how powerful Pido's N is. He's like, I don't know, man. It's just probably the same. It's all good. And then the wolf guy is like, no. Poof's N probably extends only as far as the stairs. The intruder saw his N and retreated, but why was he here and how he could still be hiding close by? Should I tell Yopi? No. When this half-wit tells the other two, I bet he won't even mention my name. Once again, you're all morons. I better report it to Pido or... Oh, okay, never mind. All right, I'm stepping back. He says I better report it to Pido or Poof, preferably Poof. And if I can... Ooh, this is a cool panel. This is a real cool panel. And if I can, I need to find out why he was here. I won't get much credit for just telling him an intruder came in, but was scared off by Poof's N. I can make something up, but the lie will be exposed if the intruder is caught. And if I raise the alarm, but he's never found, my credibility will go down for wasting the Royal Guard's time and energy. That high-pitched noise is Bizev's cell again. What a great idea. Oh, he's telling Biznef now, all right. And so the intruder abducted one of my men? They saw an opportunity and took it. Leold said that the guy has the ability to teleport. Your woman was complicit. She probably teleported with them. I'll just make sure Leold goes along with my story. Oh, about that, buddy. Just don't tell anyone of the woman. Damn it, but why? That's the big question. But I figured that out too. But what is it? To blow up the palace. Yeah, right. And he's just snickering to himself. Oh, I'm so smart. What? I found this. A piece of wiring used for time bombs. We have to tell... Wait, not yet. We can report it after you found the bomb. What? Me? Do we have that time for that sort of thing? What if the palace blows up while we're still searching? Calm down and put yourself in their shoes. They won't set it off until they can be sure the king is in the palace. And when's that? When all the citizens are here right after the rally starts. This guy, despite not really thinking clearly, has somehow made his logic so wrong to the point where it's smart now. Because yes, they are going to, as soon as the crowd has arrived, are they going to be entering the palace? So he found his way through this crazy maze to actually end up here once again. Killua, please keep on thinking, man. You're on the right track because, oh my god, we have so many parties going to be involved in this palace chaos. A glorious view of 5 million people. It's only natural for the enemy to assume the king wouldn't leave that to his double. True, I've seen assemblies like that at Ming's side many a time. It's euphoric ecstasy, more pleasurable than intercourse. Okay, man. All right, that's very descriptive. We still have the most of the day. I'll follow his scent, so be easy to find the bomb. We'll create a very different impression if we give the guards with actual proof. Proof doesn't like having you around. But if you save the king's life, he'll be grateful. You're right. I'll let you know when I find the bomb. It should only take a couple of hours. You get the bomb squad ready. Yes, you can expect a substantial reward for this. The chicken finally gets his wits back. Well, I'll make this good for him. I can talk the bomb squad leader into anything. The hiding place can be anywhere reasonable. Only my nose would know how I found it. There's no way to verify the truth. I'll build my status brick by brick. When you can't forgive yourself. Makes sense, then. His personality is not an unemotional despot, but a proud statesman. Yeah. If his pride is worth more than pain, my experience tells me that a guy like that would never do anything he didn't want to do. We have this awesome panel of Meruem looking over the palace, and the royal guards will follow him. Combat will be the only option. Moro wrapped it up into a tidy conclusion, but there's something else. The king's self-mutilation, the existence of a third party. I don't have an answer that ties all the hypotheses up yet, and if worse comes to worse, it might screw up our entire plan. It's time. No more. T-1 minute. Moro gets ready. Gather around. Oh, damn, here we go. We have Shoot and Knuckle throwing off their shirts. They're ready. I'll count down from 10 seconds. Mark. Here we go. Get ready. About 2 minutes before Moro's calls to arms, 2 men jump off a monstrous Netero, who did you invite? I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills here. Hold on a second. Who are you inviting? I'm assuming this has to be Netero. Netero's like, I got things up my sleeves. I'm assuming this is Netero and someone else. Do we actually going to get? Are we calling in the big shot? Are we calling in Ging? Okay, here we are. All right, that's the end of chapter 262, though. We have a message from Togashi. Round 1, beach flags. 4 people per match with 1 person advancing to the next round. The scores tallied by agility die, regular D6. If there's a tie, it's broken by their timing stats. If there's another tie, I keep rolling until there's a winner. The pool of applicants were reduced to 1,084. It took about 15 hours to roll the dice. Dude, I can't believe that Togashi is having basically a D&D session for the fans for the 3rd Hunter exam. That is very funny. The highest score was Lime with 16 points. There were 5 people tied for 2nd place. Pino, Kamakura, Captain Fujita, Hanada-san, and Dora Pon Pon. People with ability of 1 or 0 all failed. according to the luck of the draw of their opponents. There were cases of people losing even with a score of 15 or winning with a score of 5. Wow. My rolling was punctuated with occasional outbursts of, whoa, what are the chances? Hey. There was also a super, I should show you the panel too. There was also a super intense battle where I had to roll the dice 4 times to finally settle the match. Very, very cool. Awesome, dude. What awesome dedication to his craft. So cool. All right. Excellent. So, one thing I forgot to do. Nolanka says, you're not gonna like the way the subtitle said pedo. I know what it says, because when I do the caption editing, I absolutely know they do pedo for sure. But you know what, to be fair, he's evil, so we're all good. Oh my god. Okay, so there's a thing I forgot to do because I'm live streaming and my live streaming brain is separate from my recording brain. I forgot to take notes on the previous chapter. So you're gonna have to give me a few minutes while I take notes for the last 2 chapters. And also you all haven't seen the review for 24 that I wrote out, but it's going to be a much shorter review, and so there's not much note taking I have to take for this, to be fair. What is his name again? What's the wolf guy's name? Let's go back a chapter. There we go. Chapter 61. Let's see here. No, further back. There, Welfin. Okay. All right. So Welfin definitely gonna have a spot here for sure. Welfin, you will definitely have your own dedicated thing. Once again, they're kind of all proving the more on point right, where he detects, right? He detects Nav, but like, I don't know, man. You're barking up the wrong tree. What else can I write about him? Because yeah, a lot of it is him. It's him wanting to be recognized, right? He wants to be recognized by the king, but has no interest in actually overthrowing the king. Unlike Leold, who's dead now, but he wanted to overthrow the king. Okay. Okay, and he's working with Bisneth, but I'll add it there, working. Okay, now the group does. Let's. I don't even know what to call this. The Palace Invaders. Let's call them the Palace Invaders. Why not? No, we're still gonna stick with the Extermination Squad. The Extermination Squad. Once again, Killua is he's still figuring out that there has to be a third party, and that third party has to be extremely important. That's like a huge thing. Currently, they believe that the king is looking to reproduce. I mean, to be fair, I feel like that could be the case, because the king is slowly trying to learn and understand himself, trying to understand his name. He is now developing feelings for Komugi. So that's not out of the realm of possibility. The heartbreaking scene is that, how do we deal with Komugi after all of this? And that's the stuff that I'm thinking that is where Gon is finally going to be hit up against the wall. Because so far it has been hinted at or foreshadowed by mostly Kite and Killua of like, hey Gon, yes, they have lives, they have memories, they feel like humans, but these are murderers, these are killers, we need to kill them. We need to stop them from like destroying the world kind of situation. And so to have these moments where Meruem and Komugi are developing this very strong relationship where for the first time in Komugi's life, someone has cared about her. Like that is the stuff that is going to have a pause for Gon, especially about killing Meruem. So I'm very excited to see how all of that kind of unfolds. Okay. Let me see if I missed anything else to write. Oh yeah, dude, what a freaking cool way to end a chapter, man. Like, honestly, this part is 1000% like, what a great end to a chapter. But if this was the end of volume 24, I would be happy, man. This is such a hype moment of like, you don't know who these characters are, but you're thinking about powerful characters that you have. I'm thinking it might be because we haven't seen Netero, so it's got to be Netero. I think it's Netero and Gin. Maybe it's Netero and Biscuit. It could be someone else that we just have no idea. Is Chrollo coming in here? No, Chrollo's not going to be coming in here. There's no reason for him. There's no reason for him to show up here. But imagine, here we are for chapter 263. Neff's looking up at the sky. Ordered by the king to keep his end below the second floor, he sat perched atop the main gate to monitor the crowd. If he had to name a reason why he looked up, it was because he had a vague feeling. High up. And then we see Neff get up, jumps on his perch. Nothing but a few seconds later. Also, I love the way this is visualized. I love the way the night sky looks. It's so wonderful how he inked all of this. Something is coming. The faintest of suspicions turned into certainty. And then we hear like wind blowing. However, the enemy was still far overhead, too far for even Pido's extraordinary senses to detect. Now battle ready, his only basis for certainty were the feral instincts of his animal origin. Dude, he's hyping this up so much. He's hyping this up so much. Oh my god. And then, oh, you already see it here. You already see it here. Menthu says that Neff's end is gone. The descending aura was so powerful and threatening that it heightened Neff's intuition more than usual. Let's give you all a clear picture of what this is. Okay, hold on a second. Who could this be? I'm going back to there was a scene that we saw with this one. It could be Netero. It really could be Netero with someone. It's gotta be, because Netero's been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this plan all along. It's gotta be. But who else could it be with this? Oh, Shia also is like, when he saw Neff's end climbing upwards, Poof realized that the cause of the abnormality came from above. Here at the same, oh my god, they're hyping this up so much. Wait a minute. No, this is Neff's aura. It's not there. Oh my god, it's Neff's aura, like just swirling up towards. Oh, that's scary. That is frightening. Here at the same moment, two of the royal guards caught sight of what it was. Also, I love that we have this bolding of it. Oh my god, they're not showing us the panel yet. 10 seconds to go. Everyone is heading into the door. Meanwhile, a short distance away. 9, 8, 7, What? Wait, wait, what are you doing up? You were knocked out this entire time. I was like, well, I'm ready to go out and send out my dragonflies. Like, what do you know? Go, don't be here. What are you doing? You're not part of the crew, man. Wait, why? Why is he part of the crew now? What's going on? Okay, whatever. Either way, 6. While Moral counted down, a shadow fell over Gon's eyes. A quiet ice abyss that only Killua at his side noticed. Gon's ready. He's ready. Oh, oh my god. Dragon, rock dragon ball Z! Shenron is showing up here. Oh my god, it's Goku and Vegeta. They're showing up in this manga. All right, here we go. All right. I know I joked about that. But there is a character. Oh my god. No way. There is a character in this series who is represented by dragons. And I don't think it would be it, but is the Zoldyck family showing up? Are they showing up? Who called them? I mean, he's like one of the only characters who has like a representation of a dragon in this series so far. Maybe, who knows? They had a giant dog, now they have a giant giant dragon. Who knows? All right, well, we'll just keep continuing. Neff is like, oh, a dragon, let's go. That's awesome. They were distracted by this shining dragon for a mere fraction of a second, but their attention should have been focused on its 2 riders. Oh, I see those wrinkly faces. That's Netero for sure. Oh my god. Wait a minute. No way is it actually the Zoldyck. Oh my god, I lost my glasses. Where did I go? Where? No! Oh my god, man. No way. Why? Why is this the case? Why are they teaming up? Look, okay, so I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for remembering that there was only one person in this series who has been related to dragons, and it is a Zoldyck. However, I was not ever in the possibilities of my mind seeing these 2 men team up. Holy! Hold on, let me switch to we need some Zoldyck music here. Give me just a moment. There we go. Oh my god. Awesome. Oh, I didn't even show you the panel. I was way too excited. Dude, I can't believe it. That's oh my god, that is so hype. So, are they brothers? No, well, it can't be because it's Zoldyck. So did they just are they like allies? Do they fight together? Is this Argon and Killua from the past? Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be amazing. This is Argon and Killua of like 50 years ago. Oh my god. The instant the dragon came in contact with Pito's N. Oh, dude, what a awesome visual. Oh, dude, oh my god, Togashi with just the way he is drawing out these panels. Both parties divined each other's capabilities, and Neff's simultaneously turned off his N. Wow. Absolutely. Oh no. In order to go into full battle mode, however, the dragon fragmented. Uh-oh. It became a multitude of smaller dragons and rained down upon the entire palace. And we have this like skull and crossbones for Neff. Oh wait, hold on. Let me hide this. We got an awesome panel here. Double page spread. Here we go. The crew is going in. Absolutely incredible. Once again, little bro, why are you here, Dragonfly? What is going on? Team is approaching. I also like that Melioron is like holding on to Knuckle. He's like, take me with you. We're going to tell him we're gonna disappear. Oh, dude. Oh my god. Okay, we'll read this and dude, that's an incredible chapter. Okay. Wait, hold on. There we go. No. There we go. Okay. Round 2, arm wrestling. 2 people face off with only one advancing. Scores were tallied by power plus dice rolls. Okay. Now down to 542 hunters. Rolling is going well. The highest score was Carrie, or it could be Kaya, with 13 points. There are 9 people tied for second place with 12 points. Okay. The luck of the draw was even more crucial than the first round. Even a hunter with a power stat of 1 could pass depending on his opponent, looking to fare well in contests of other parameters in later rounds. Very, very cool. Oh my god. Okay, Zeno, that's his name. Thank you, Get Anime. Let's go, Netero and Zeno. I had to throw you off with that new character comment. And that's Ikago in Dragonfly's body. Oh, that makes a whole lot of sense. Treb says we are reading peak now. Absolutely. Dude, this is incredible. Dude, what a awesome reveal. Because like, I've been really appreciating me reading through, like the way I've been doing these manga reviews and writing like notes and reviewing is because like it has helped me retain so much information that like that one tiny thing of like, I remember there's a panel where he uses a dragon attack. I would never remember that in any other manga or anime or game that I played if it wasn't for me actually taking the care and notes of like, even though I don't have notes of technically him using dragon, I was like, that was just stuck in my mind. But the fact that those two are teaming up, it like opens the door for like so much storytelling. And then when you consider, well, that's the thing. If they're friends, right? They got to be friends, because I can't imagine Netero going, oh, hey, I just want to call you up for an assassination attempt. It's like, no, I want to team up with my friend. So is there a possibility where Zeno can get called up to kill Netero? Would that even happen? Because for Killua's already having that internal struggle of like, you know, treating like, hey, I'm told that I can't have friends and I shouldn't have friends, and friends are weakness. And then Killua's like, no, I'm going to be friends with Gon. Like, I'm wondering if Zeno went through the same experience as Killua, because at least from what we know, Zeno has been one of the kinder people towards Killua and has been one of the more understanding characters of Killua. And when Killua talks about his training and his harsh times, it mostly involves Illumi and Sylvia, and they don't mention Zeno that much. So awesome, dude, freaking awesome! What a freaking awesome team up. Never would have expected. Yeah, he used it against Chrollo's fight. Yeah, dude. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh my god. It's a team up I didn't even expect to actually... It was never even in my mind. If someone told me to build a fantasy group of character team ups, regardless of their associations, I don't know if I would put Netero and Xeno under the same umbrella unless it was like old men, unless it was like an old man group. That's it. Man, crazy. Okay. And I love the buildup towards this of just like, who is so powerful that Neff was getting ready to fight, was ready, remove their N, which very funny. At the same time, everyone else is entering the palace. So very, very cool. And we will continue with chapter 264. Shia screams without a care for the consequences. Oh, no. The Shia is screaming, "Sire!" Without a care for the consequences, Poof flew to the throne room on the 3rd floor, defying the king's orders. Oh, dude. So awesome. Wyvern Meteor Storm Dragon Dive. Oh, that is a creepy face. We all saw that, right? We all saw that creepy face of Neff. For Neff, seeing the enemy and turning off his N to prepare for the combat backfired. Where did they go? Neff in absolute shock. He lost sight of the two who had completely shut off their auras and hid among the shining throng of dragons. So awesome. But, and there it is, creep ass face. Neff's sixth senses honed to the extreme in the face of a menace to the king, easily pointed him to the invaders. Oh my god, is this what the kids call aura farming? A greater threat than this reign of dragons? Wait a minute, hold on. We have the sound effect, right? Where is it? Oh, you want a piece of me? I might be over 100 years old, but I can certainly still kick your ass. A far greater threat than this reign of dragons was this human. So awesome. Hold on, there we go, cinema. The cinema image is not showing up, that's fine. Oh my god, this is so cool. Dude, Netero looking down at Neff. He's like, oh, you poor son of... Wait, hold on a second. Puppet Master's Serenity Terpsichora. What? When Neff uses this Nen ability to fight at full strength, it takes ice. I see Netero's face. It takes less than 0.1 second from activation to attack. Oh. I anticipated several offenses and defensive patterns, yet Neff swore in this blink of an eye he heard the old man say, but that was a bad move, little ant. Awesome, man. Oh my god, that face. Oh, nice move. Right, it's like this one. Oh yeah, nice move, little ant. Oh my god. Oh. And then here's, oh yes, it happens. Not possible, you say? No, it's true. People experience time slowly down and seeing their life flash before their eyes when they think they're about to die. This is similar. Think of what happens near death. Experts he's almost like talking to a camera. Experts dismiss these fleeting phenomenon as fantasies because instead of hearing your own thoughts, you're hearing someone else's. Even though thoughts that nobody else could possibly know, they're each other's witnesses. Some branches of martial arts call it a spirit echoes. This sensation of temporal discrepancy often occurs when truly powerful warriors clash. The secret to the old farts of powers? Well, there are several. First, his nen is awfully quiet. Nobody can read his next move from the flow of his aura. He hasn't lived long for a nothing. He hasn't lived long for nothing. He might as well be a venerable tree. I mean, he's been an old man forever, since even I was a baby. Wow, okay, he is very old. And he's the only one who's fought my grandpa and lived. Oh, here we go. We got the lineage. the Zoldyck lineage. That's so funny. He's always been old even when Xeno's born. That's funny. He's an acquaintance, sure. It's a give and take relationship like yin and yang. Don't be stupid. We are not equals. He's always gotten the best of me. Oh, yes, the secret to his power. Other than that, well, in combat, the 100 type Guan Yin Bodhisattva, whatever that pronunciation is. Better look out for that one. Is this Sue? I believe this is this Sue from Honkai Impact 3rd? Okay, anyways. Oh, this dude, awesome panel. Neff has the impression that Netero's movements were fluid and deliberate. Nay, there is no doubt that everything took place in the time between the activation of Neff's ability and its attack. Neff was only able to capture Netero's movements with his eyes by infinitively compressing his awareness, essentially stopping his eternal sensation of time. With JoJo up in here. Oh my god. The reality was, oh my god, what is an attack so swift it was unavoidable. How is this? Oh my god. I'm pulling up the panel. Where do I have the panel? Do I have this panel here? Netero, you're on blast right now. You are on blast right now. Where? Hold on. Where is this? Hold on. Where is this freaking thing? No, I don't have it. There was like around this time, Netero was like, well, I don't think I'm that powerful, really. I'm just an old man. Oh, well, this is exhausting. And then Nav and Moro were like, bro, you're super powerful. And here, just in an instant, bam. Before you can even think about being attacked, you have been attacked multiple times. That is incredible. Oh my god. This changes up everything. Because, like, our entire extermination squad is still showing up. So I'm like trying to understand like what is going to go on. And we still have the dragon still raining down onto the palace. Neff freaking out that attack came from an impossible direction. How did it? And then we just see Neff just getting swirled up in this attack. Whoa! I'd appreciate it if you'd disappear into the distance. Be gone, little kitty. And then Menthu. Oh no. Oh no. Menthu is like, I hear a noise happening, and everyone's coming out of the central staircase. Oh my god, this is a catastrophe happening. Oh, there they are. They're complete morons. Midnight, the day of the rally, the assault team broke into the palace. Menthu going, what's that up there? A sense of fight happened here. Dude, this is just a bravo to Togashi. Honestly, in any other, I feel like in a lot of other manga where you're building up these extremely powerful and really threatening characters to then be able to so expertly write in how just dumb they are and have it make sense and have it be like I am not mad that Menthu literally just missed seeing these guys. I'm just looking up at the sky. It's perfect. I love this so much. Oh my god. And that's the end of chapter 264. All right, so we got round 3 of the high jump. Scores were tallied, okay. Total of 4, so only 142 people fouled out. I believe it jumped from 4,000 to 1,000 to 500, and now here, only 100 people left. So the odds are getting but easier now. Congratulations to first place and second place. Unfortunately, all hunters with a timing set of 0 were eliminated. Wow. All right. Cool. I like when Togashi does this stuff. Oh my god, dude. Dude, this is awesome. This is so good. Wow. Yeah, Netero the Giga Chad. The fact, that is something so important to illustrate. Actually, I can pull up your chat here. I don't have everything perfect yet, but look, I can pull up the chat here. This one is so perfect. It's so perfect because throughout this entire arc, we were showcasing the power of our characters, right? But all of a sudden, with what happened to Kite, with what happened to Gon and Killua, it felt like the story was letting us know that our characters can no longer outsmart their opponents. They have to fight them. They have to get stronger. These characters are the strongest characters we have faced so far. Obviously, Frollo and Hisoka are most likely more powerful, but in terms of the actual villains that we are facing, that didn't seem to be the case. And then we get this introduction of oh, you know what? The Extermination Squad is actually more powerful than them. They could handle it. And what I love so much is that Togashi throws us off with Nav. Nav being the character who is so calm and collected, to then all of a sudden break down and be unable to deal with the N of Neff. And then for that to be a red herring to the power of Netero is just awesome. What an awesome way to just constantly not just being unable to tell the true power of all these characters and have the Togashi constantly surprise us is so awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it. So let us jump right into. What? Is this Netero when he's younger? Chapter 265. We're jumping right into it. This also looks like Kurapika's trainer as well, which doesn't make sense time-wise, but the long hair and the beard reminds me of Kurapika's trainer, but this gotta be young Netero, right? And here, they're training. Yeah, this gotta be Netero. Yep. Here we go. Netero, 46 years old, winter. Here we go. We got flashback going. Oh, dude, I love it. Frustrated by the upper limits of his physical and martial arts skills, he pondered and reflected, and came to the realization that he was grateful. He felt infinitely indebted to the martial arts for making him who he was, and wanted to show his gratitude in his own way. So he vowed to perform 10,000 straight punches a day. First, his chi focused. He joined his hands and prayed. He got into the position and punched. Okay? At first, he spent 5 to 6 seconds to carry out the sequence. Consequently, it took over 18 hours to finish 10,000 punches on the first day. And here we see the snow around him is melting as his aura is just fiercely burning through his training. Once done, he collapsed exhausted. He would wake up the next day and repeat it again. After 2 years, he noticed a change. Even after the 10,000 punches, the sun had not set. Damn. Oh my god. At the ripe age of 50, he experienced a metamorphosis. The 10,000 punches of gratitude was now completely in less than an hour. This gave him more time to pray. Oh my god. This guy is insane. When he finally came down from the mountain. Oh man, he's showing off his punches here. That's crazy. Netero's fists left sound behind them in their wake. Dude, what an awesome here. This is such a cool panel, man. Oh my god. Did I imagine that? I couldn't see him. And then the sound. Sir, it was Bodhisattva. Damn. That's so cool, man. Wow. So, wanna fight over your Jojo? The Jojo is yours. Please, make me your pupil. The Jojo master was like, oh, Netero, I want to be your student now. It was the birth of a true master. And Netero was like, sure, if you treat me to dinner. This took place over 60 years ago. And we cut back to just Netero being at complete peace. Neff's like, I'll be blasted miles away at this rate. Poof. Sire! He can't hear me. He's thinking only of the king. Oh, Neff sends out toy repair doctor. Okay, toy repair Dr. Blythe. Dr. Blythe cannot move from where it is activated, and Pido, being connected by his tail, is confined to within 200 meters of it. Normally an ability that was useless for anything besides medical treatment, but this restriction saved Pido from his predicament. Oh, it slowed you down? It didn't even like rip your body apart before being like stopped at that restriction? He turned off the ability and fell 100 meters from the air, about 500 meters away from the palace. While he could do nothing but drop, which felt like an interminably long time. And then we just have Neff going, faster, fall down faster. Yep. The rain of dragons penetrated the palace. Neff screams out, Sire! And the crew, oh, there we go. Did Menthu spot him? I think Menthu spotted them. Because we see this panel here. Menthu going, what? And then this one here. What's going on? What is all this? Who did this? Oh my god. And then, oh, we also see that Melioron is setting off God's accomplice. So Melioron and Knuckle are just about to disappear. Oh my god. And then we get another panel. Oh. Of the rain of dragons falling down. Menthu in battle position, shoot ready to fight. Knuckle here trying to sneak around the back. Gon and Killua about to move upstairs as Moral is setting off the smoke screen. And we have Ikalgo going to sneak off elsewhere. Dude, this is an awesome panel. Oh, that was the end of the chapter? Wait, really? We went through it that quick? I guess so, because we had a lot of like double page spreads. This is awesome. This is some of my favorite art in the manga. And I'll tell you why. Let me pull up, I need to pull up the panel. I drew comics very similar to this. Obviously, not like this good. I'm just referring to, I used to draw comics where I would have like action happening on one panel, and then the second panel was like a couple of seconds later, you know. And I love that story. I love that stuff. So I love that Togashi did this of like, here's the full panel of everything that's going on. Here is like literally maybe a second or two later, and more action is happening. Crazy things are happening. Just all around super, super cool, right? Back in high school, which for me was like 2007, 2008, 2009, those years, this would be like this would be part one of the comic. And then part two of the comic would be that same area, but changed up a bit. A couple of seconds later, you still have the same wide shot, so you're not cutting in close to other characters and what they're doing or what they're thinking. It's just a progression of the same shot over the course of a couple of seconds. This one obviously is over the course of a couple of minutes, but it's the same idea. I really love it. That is super cool. Absolutely freaking love this chapter. What makes you think the squad is stronger than the Royal Guards? Just want to hear your reasoning. So I don't think the squad is stronger than the Royal Guards. However, now that since the volume 23 called Weakness, Togashi has been introducing a lot of elements where the chimeras are dumb. They're not thinking through things smartly. Like with Leold, he's concerned about being the king and trying to outsmart everyone, right? He can't do that. And so that's what causes him to fail. So all of these characters now have a weakness that we can exploit. At the beginning of this arc, it felt like we were going to have to fight these characters based off like pure power, no longer outsmarting them. However, from everything that's been going on, all these characters now, all these chimeras, whether it be Royal Guards, whether it be Meruem himself, they're all now having weaknesses that could be exploited. For Shaya, at this point, I don't even think Shaya is going to be in this fight. Because if Shaya's heading straight for Meruem, Meruem's going to kill him regardless. That being said, I feel like Meruem would have felt the presence of Netero. So maybe that's going to be a different thing where we think he's going to kill Shaya, but in fact, Meruem is already realizing that there are people out there. But at least for the Chimera, if we weren't introduced to the Chimera being dumb, like the whole, I think if the Chidu fight wasn't there, I probably would have still thought a little bit that maybe these characters are a bit too strong. But the entire Chidu fight of like, why did you why did you create this entire place and have me needing to tag you, but I could just sit here and do nothing, and that doesn't hurt me? Or like the crossbow, and he's like, why did you get a weapon when you're faster with your claws? You know, it's like stuff like that where it's so dumb. And so yeah, I think that's the only excuse I have, is them exploiting some sort of weakness. That being said, I don't know what weakness they can exploit, to be perfectly honest. Like if we look at the Knuckle fight, the Knuckle and Shoot fight against Methu, I don't know what they can exploit besides like the Kago's, besides Melioron's ability to disappear, to trick him and going, where did that person go? And I don't even know if Gon and Killua are going to get a chance to fight Neff. I mean, I assume that they will, just because we need that resolution for Gon as like a character. So as for like a character writing, I would think that we would need to do that. That being said, man, like so far what we're going here is like, I don't see that happening, but I just know that it has to happen because Gon needs that resolution for himself. So We'll see. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and jump over to chapter 266. Wait, what the heck? Chapter 266? Why does he look like, what's his name? Sets Guerrera. The shadow looks like the beard. It's Sets Guerrera showing up. Killua's first thought upon entering the palace was, I knew it. Why? Instead of feeling Nef's and Menthu, who wasn't supposed to be on the first floor, was standing before them. Experience enabled Killua to remain calm when faced with this implausible situation, which had never even come up during their discussions. Who are they? Where do they come? Yopi was similarly faced with an implausible situation, but he promptly ceased all thought processes. Stop thinking, just fight. Me, big, shark dude. I am a shield. Oh, damn, okay. Dude, his face. Protect the king with my life. He was the only non-human hybrid among the royal guards with magical beast genes instead. Oh, perhaps because of this, he cared less about his identity as an individual, but this lack of ego translated to strength. Dude. Okay, that makes a lot more sense with this character. Dude, that's crazy. The art is so good. And then we have Shoot here. Shoot stopped short when Menthu smiled belligerently and began transforming. But this was not because Shoot found himself psychologically defeated. Okay. He knew that if he advanced any further, Menthu would strike. There was a chance that the attack could hit Knuckle and Melioron, who were presumably further ahead. And then they're sneaking up the stairs. Okay, so he did not notice the stealth. As he was about to let loose the flying hands to attract Menthu's attention towards himself, it came. Okay, here we go. And everyone's like, what's all this dragon stuff happening? Everyone's shocked. No one could have planned this at all. Oh, Killua's like, Grandpa's dragon dive. He's Netero's friend? Killua, the only one who knew what was happening, froze because of it. The shock for the others being ignorant was much greater. Only two of those present. Gon just still looking at it. He's like, I don't care. That's so, oh, wow. The art. Gon and Menthu thought of nothing but the enemy they faced. Damn. Head empty kind of characters. Let's go. He went rogue. Why? Your target isn't Menthu. No, there's a reason behind it. Killua, a moment behind him, and the others a fraction of a second later realized why. How could he think so fast in this situation? In the unlikely event that Melioron and Knuckle, with God's accomplice in play, were instantly killed by the arrows without being able to take a breath, would the ability be deactivated, or as Nen intensified after death, would they decay without ever being found? The answer was unknown. If it were the latter, there would be no way of knowing if they were still alive. In this unlikely event, someone else would have to take Yopi's instead. Wow. I loved it. I love that I love that they're constantly throwing you off, throwing things around. And the fact that building up Gon, where Gon's like, I'm going to kill Nef. I'm going to kill Nef. But in the event of his friends dying and not knowing whether they lived or die, he was like, no, I'm taking on Menthu so that we can continue to just do the plan. Like, it just, what a good, what a awesome, what a good guy. Oh my god. Shoot. Still, he hasn't really thought about this yet. He's like going, that should have been my job. It's not Shoot's fault. Even I realized it after Killua. Shoot, don't blame yourself. Get your composure back. If Gon and Killua are taking on Menthu, you have to take on Neff. But Shoot felt a different emotion. Oh! He was almost moved to tears, almost cried out with admiration. Even because I saw a glimpse of his face before seeing the top face. I saw the sad face, and immediately I also thought like Moral, where I was like, oh, he's sad that Gon took the spotlight. But no, he is admiring Gon. He's like, this man, that's my boy. Oh my god. Much like what happened with Nav, when Nav was like in his panic state and going and looking and thinking about Gon and Killua and going, how did you guys manage to face and touch Neff's end while still wanting to move forward and still wanting to continue? Dude, I love it. Oh, shoot. I want to tell the whole world that's Gon. Boy, that's Gon. So much younger than me, and yet I owe him everything. I feared facing danger and opportunity. I put myself inside the safety of a cage, muffled even my words so that nobody could ever hurt me. I hated myself, but I couldn't fix it. It was true. My friends and my teacher gave me advice, but I brushed it off. They didn't have those fears. Shoot shied away, but it was true. Shoot shied away from everything. But even though you were much weaker than me, Gon, you broke me out of my cage, and we have this wonderful moment of Shoot watching the Knuckle and Gon fight, and him having that cage be unleashed. I swear I will survive this. I will live to thank you. But he did not realize he came into his own faced with adversity. And Moral's like, good. Dude, awesome. What? Dude, it is so special to see characters moved by other characters in these moments, man. It's so hype. And so we have Gon here approaching Menthu, Shoot following up on the back. Immediately, Menthu feels a slam on his thigh, or like on his ribs. He quickly looks to his left, and there is Knuckle and Melioron. Hell yes. There it is, Bankruptcy Chapter 7. Welcome. Hey, your interest has increased. Now we know Knuckle and Melioron are alive. And just we see immediately Gon takes a different route. Awesome. Just awesome. I cannot believe. This is so good. This is so good. Wow. Man. Awesome. And then now we're cutting back to Shia. Shia going, sire, sire, through the deafening roars of the central staircase crashing down. Shia going absolutely nutty, breaking walls, sire. Seeing the throne room. Oh, wait, okay, it's not a double page spread. I thought it was an old spread. In the throne room with its master gone, Shia smiled silently. Oh, good. Master is unharmed. That is the end of the chapter. Give me 266. The long jump. Only 62 people fouled out. Okay, so now there's 265 people left for the Hunter exams. First place, 1010, Seto Bakura, Ito King, Gasura, Tosakarion, All right. Oh, wait. Killua joined it? What? Killua's in this fight. Oh my god, Killua! You're taking another exam? Oh my goodness. All right. Let's keep going. Let's jump over to chapter 267. Menthu surprise, trying to figure out what it is, but it gave Meliaron enough time to breathe back in and disappear. And there they go. Who just attacked me? I didn't see it. Did they throw something? Was it in my blind spot? All right. Menthu, dumb as ever. And then we just have this awesome picture. Activate bankruptcy chapter 7. And he's like right behind him. Oh, hello there, sir. Interest accrued. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. They had verified before that Hakuware could work with God's accomplice. So he doesn't even see Hakuware. No damage or change. Think about it later. Menthu is unable to see APR while God's accomplice is in play. So it was reasonable for him to set aside his doubts and turn his focus to the enemy in front of him. Wow. So far, everything was going exactly as planned. Even though Knuckles succeeded in landing a blow, also, can this be for real? We see his face darkening. A chill felt down his spine. Also, Cheeto is still in... Yeah, I forgot. We have Welfin in the palace. We have Cheeto in the palace as well. They're not in the second floor, but they're still going to cause Ikalgo some problems. I can't see the limit of his aura. What the heck is this freak of nature? A veteran of over 5,000 battles, Knuckle was able to quantify his opponent's powers based on his past experiences and instincts. And coming across a foe with unprecedented powers was not even a rare event. But Menthu was a monster with such a titanic amount of aura that he was on an entirely different scale that even the most powerful opponents Knuckle had ever fought. 5 times that of Moral, 10 times more? I can't tell. He had never felt anything like this before. Says he 10,000, a 700,000 aura. How long would it take for him to go bankrupt? Just then, Neff's ominous aura enveloped them all. And we see this scary panel of the aura enveloping them. Menthu did not fail to notice them. Oh no. He smashes the central staircase. Wow. Got a big old arm though. Oh, big old arm. Okay. Dude, this panel is crazy. Actually, can we see everyone? Yeah, Shoot's falling backwards. We don't see Gon and Killua. Obviously, we're not going to see Knuckle and Shoot. Oh, no, we see Gon and Killua falling backwards. Menthu falling backwards. We don't see Knuckle or Meliaron. So Meliaron's still holding his breath during this entire moment. Neff looking down at the palace being struck by all these dragons. The instant the rain of dragons penetrated the palace, sire. Neff used N as a reflex. With no wings with which to fly, Neff had no alternative but to drop straight down, but this may have been fortunate. If he had the choice, Neff would have headed straight for the king, as Shia did. It was doubtful. he would pause to use N in that case. And Neff notices so and sees all the users. And we notice 3 people. So this is very interesting. So most likely at the very top is probably Shaya or Komugi. Down at the bottom, we see Ikalgo kind of running. On the far right, though, the people in this building who Neff is looking at. Is that going to be our no? Well, Netero is still up in the air. Why would Zeno be in there? So who would this be? It has to be Palm then. Palm has to be one of these people. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait. Wait, he's not there? On the 2nd floor of the West Tower, he is with the blind girl in the guest suite. He's not in the palace. Well, it's technically the palace, but he's not in the central palace. So Komugi oh my god. So then so is Palm? No, Palm went to the staircase. Who's this below there? Oh my god. Okay. All right. That's crazy that he left. All right. Of the royal guards, Neff was the first to discover the whereabouts of the king and of the 2 approaching assassins. Oh, okay. So it's probably Zeno who's the one below the king and Komugi. They also used N to locate his whereabouts. This helped him realize the supreme gravity of their situation. Also, love this panel here of Neff in darkness, but we're still getting these lights and shadows, and then seeing, Zeno and Netero there. Neff curled up like his 4-footed ancestors, and his quadriceps femoris, hard as steel, swelled up to twice the size they were when he leapt that kite. Oh, we see that here now. Bulking up to fly to the king's side faster than the intruders. And we see Neff flinging himself straight for the West Tower. But then Neff felt a negative energy emanating from his destination that for a moment made him regret his hasty leap. This is the king's aura. And I love this visualization as well of this negative aura and what it looks like. Like, what are the patterns he's using for this? Dude, the patterns on the background look so cool. That for a moment made him regret his hasty leap. This is the king's aura. His liege's aura was so unguarded that his state of mind was easily deduced. Neff was painfully aware that the course of events were heading in an unimaginably and dramatically bad direction. Oh, so we're not talking about like negative aura in terms of like a powerful aura. More that it's like maybe receding, or like his aura is just all of the emotions that he's feeling right now. Interesting. Oh. Is it? Wait, he ate Komugi? What? We see he's turned into a beast. He's turned into a beast. We see the shogi board destroyed, Komugi on the floor, blood dripping. We don't see the face of Meruem yet. Neff looks, and we see The central staircase came crashing down. A blackened face of Meruem, basically falling into his beastly desires. Wow. That knuckle. Okay, I'm sorry, Togashi. We'll celebrate the people in first place. Congratulations to Hiroki and Supi. Congratulations on your first place prize. There are now 126 people left for the third Hunter exam. This is wild. This last panel is wild. And I mean, I guess it makes perfect sense. Because as Meruem is trying to figure out and trying to get that bit of humanity that he has, speaking with Komugi, he does come to a realization that he doesn't know who he is, begins to have this existential crisis, and then begins to fall prey to his own instincts of like bestial desires and his feral desires. And so in the end, he becomes the feral beast. Which I will say, before Komugi, I did mention that I did think that he would be the most feral of the group. I don't think I used the word feral though. Maybe like bestial or but with Komugi, I really felt that he was going to become more human to make Gon have that struggle, have that hard decision. But seeing this, yeah, absolutely. The review is definitely going to be what is it called? Denying expectations? Subverting is the word I want to use. Subverting expectation. That's going to be the whole theme of Volume 25's review. Subverting expectations. Absolutely in freaking credible. Oh, here we go. Big old chapter. Chapter 268. Zeno, Netero still don't see the face of Meruem. Neff, Komugi. Oh, and they have arrived. This chapter is called The King. Oh my god. Here we go. Okay. Time started moving again. When the king looked away, we see his face slowly get revealed, still very human, lower jaw, nay. All beside the king were still frozen in time. Even the men who broke in to assassinate the king stood still with bated breath because of what they saw. A girl covered in blood and the actions of the creature cradling her. Unmistakably indicative of gentle kindness. Subverting expectations. Once again, did she ask for this? Or did he finally win a game? I didn't even think about that. I'm getting chills. Oh my god, I'm getting a lot of chills right now. He won a game. Oh no. Neff. His expression was back to normal. Sire, though that increased Neff's uneasiness. Heal Komugi. We see these innocent eyes from him. What is going on? Who are you? I entrust her to your care. Here was the king. His imperial tone was full of commanding force. Neff sprang into action. His body quivered with joy. He did not understand the tears on his cheek. Netero lifts his arm towards Zeno, maybe hold back. It was an act of folly for the hard-bitten veterans to stand by and simply watching. Yet they did it as an expression of respect. What is going on here? This was a moment full of love towards one human life. An intrusion here would mean the loss of all their justification and humanity. This is not what you told me I signed up for. Zeno's rebuked was just. Netero felt the same way. Meruem stands up, not here. Mumbling as he stood up, the king offered an unexpected proposal. We should go somewhere else. The innocent face on Meruem. Dude, I am stunned at this. I'm not sure that would be more convenient for you as well. Split the king from his guards. Netero spent a fortune to get Zenos' help to do it. Of course, he could not object. But, well, yes, he could not help but feel one step behind in this encounter. And Neff goes to repair Komugi. When Pido activated his ability, it distracted them for a second, a fatal mistake. They embraced themselves for what would surely come, death. And they're staring off into this darkness. And just like that, the king leisurely crossed between them. Here was an even greater monster. The fact that both of these fools, not only did not notice he passed by, they are stunned. We cut back to Menthu, just flailing his arms, striking everything. Menthu's attack split up the intruders. He completely destroyed the central staircase and stood ready to engage any enemy who dared to climb it. Behind him, Knuckle and Melioron had only barely escaped the second floor. And below, Shoot had been caught in the blast, his leg absolutely destroyed. Shoot, it's in your hands. Understandably, Moral could not call out to Knuckle. As soon as Menthu sensed an oddity in the swirling dust, Moral's Deep Purple attacked him. Yeah, right. Menthu ripped them apart in a flash, but Moral had cleverly placed them to provoke the exact response, from creating an opening. They're decoys. What the heck is this baby hand popping out? They're real, and then the hand's bam, smacks the Moral's attack. And Menthu escapes. Only the weapon was real, all done in order to slip by. And then Menthu screams out, "Fool, you won't get away!" Moral used even his weapon as a decoy and was now left with no alternative but to run. But Knuckle knew what to do without ever being called. And then chapter 7 bankruptcy, bam, smacks him. Oh my god. I love it. I love that these characters, they all are just so in tune with themselves that they can fight like this. Oh my goodness. Oh, great chapter. Okay. There are 44 finalists in round 7 of the survival race. Congratulations to the finalists for the Hunter exam. We are nearly there. We're at chapter 60 to 69. Nice. Adversity is a good thing. We see Knuckles slamming right into Menthu. I'm trying my darndest to blast him over the horizon. And then Hakuera is like, yet I've only got five. Oh, no, Knuckles still saying it. Knuckles like, I've got only 590. Hakuera accrues interest as time passes, including additional damage received. 10 seconds feels like an eternity. And now we see all the Menthu's confused, all the smoke's around him. He is screaming, I lost him! Damn you! A Menthu seething was brought back to his senses by a shadow glimpsed by his extra eyes. Shoot, with his right leg crushed, found himself standing atop one hand with the other leg. Whoa, that's cool. He had never tried this before, but he was convinced that this would be his signature move. He was like, I never tried this before, but hey man, this sounds like a signature move. I'm all for it. I'm all ready for it. That's funny. He did not have a clear reason why he also covered his eye, but he enjoyed how feeling cornered filled him with a new profound strength. That is very funny. Wait, did Az just run again? I don't think Az just ran again. Okay, I think we're still good. Sustained by adversity, Shoot took flight. His ferocity and aggressive speed succeeded in focusing Menthu on defense for a split second. And then the hand starts to approach to help the others advance. And Shoot uses his hand to grab Moral's staff and hand it to him. Knuckle, shoot! Once this is over, let's drink ourselves silly with the best booze. That's the only way I can think of to convince you guys to a group hug. Oh, that's awesome. So now it's the teacher and the students fighting against Menthu. The massive amount of dust created helped to diffuse Moral's smoky aura throughout the palace so he could monitor the situation. His target, Menthu, was in the throne room. Or Neff. Shia is in the throne room. Gon and Killua simultaneously change directions as they dodge Menthu's attack. They plan to jump directly from the second floor to the right tower to the third floor of the central tower. They pass Ikago on the way to the elevator to the basement in the courtyard. Ikago's ability, Forbidden Games, Living Dead Dolls, allowed him to control the corpse host using Flutter's compound eye. Wait. So not only can he take over the body, like I thought it was just like a disguise, like, you know, him being inside the dead body, but like, no, he's actually like, it's basically a Titan from Attack on Titan, or just a mech in general. Ikago's like piloting it. That's crazy. I am the dragonfly. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, dude, I love that we're getting all these full page spreads. We see the entire palace with glimpses of where our characters are throughout it. Well, kinda, not really, but I like that we see what the characters are doing as we see this palace just completely wrecked by the dragon dive. Wow. Killua saw out of the corner of his eye 2 soldier ants. Uh-oh. They were heading towards Ikalgo. And then we have this awesome panel where Killua is like, I have to go save him, and turns around. In that instant, Killua found himself running. Wait, what am I doing? Naturally, he was perplexed at his own actions. He was the one who always reminded others of the importance of staying on task. Killua thought. Process grounded to a halt. Ikalgo's like, Killua, oh, why is he going that way? And then, dead eyes. Although his mind was in a panic, his body acted in a rational manner. Oh my god. With the minimum of aura expended, combining speed and the most accuracy. This panel. He eliminated the soldier ants' options and their abilities to fight. The only witness were Ikalgo and another ant. Dude, Killua, man, just absolutely destroying them. Welfin, you better start running, buddy. I don't think you can handle this. Just start running, man. Just leave. You're all good. All right. Gon understood instantly what the smoke surrounding the throne room meant. Okay. All right. Oh. All right. And oh man. They're building this. Okay. Final event, triple muscle. Okay. What the heck? The stats of the winners are on the last bonus page. Okay, so we'll find out the winners of the third Hunter exam at the end of this volume. Oh, okay. So, Treb, I did also see your message. And Get Anime. So, okay. All right, thank you for clearing that up. Get Anime was like, why would he eat Komugi? But I'm going to correct you. You forgot about Dragon Dive. And then Treb says, I was holding back on that comment. I didn't know if confirming that or not would be considered a spoiler or not, but probably best to clear it up. So I think in this instant, I think it is good now to clear it up. And I'll explain why. Before, I do feel, and maybe this is Cope. I think is set up for you to believe that Meruem succumbed to his bestial desires when he couldn't figure out whether he was following his humanity or whether he was following his beast form. Because I think that's the why Togashi like covered his face of like you making sure that you don't know what he did. But then when it's revealed that actually he has become more human-like, he has become one of the kindest people, as we see in this panel, I think at that point, definitely it's safe to make sure I'm clear on that it was the Dragon Drive that killed her. Because at this point, it doesn't make sense for him to eat Komugi for sure. I think at this point it does not make sense. Before we see the face reveal, I would say that it's still up in the air, but definitely now that we see him very human-like, it makes no sense, which I guess also even adds more pain to Netero realizing what just happened. Realizing that it was his fault. Or sorry, it was Netero's and Zeno's fault, because that's technically Dragon Drive is Zeno's power, but very, very, and that's why he was like, why I didn't sign up for this, you know? Very, very interesting. Because yeah, even like they don't kill for no reason. They kill, they're assassins assigned to kill a specific person. They don't just kill random people. So they did not figure that out. And yeah, as Get Anime mentions, Komugi is blind and she can't sense aura. Yep. We are actually at the final chapter of volume 25, chapter 270. You weren't by his side when it mattered, and you call yourself a royal guard. You don't even know where he is. And how do you qualify it as a royal guard? Nay, you failed as a royal guard. That's all. Shaya's devotion was strong, but it clouded his judgment as well. He had preconceived absolute ideal to live up to with no room for amendment. Former guard, incompetent fool, dimwit, you failed as a royal guard. Now where will you go? Oh, you have no idea if the king isn't here where you head to. You'll be less than incompetent. No, Shaya, you scum of the earth. You just don't want to admit it. You don't want him to be with that girl. That applied not only to himself. The king would never be so concerned with a lowly human that he would actually go to her chambers, but the king as well. And Shaya just absolutely in tears, in a wreck. And once again, Shaya's like, no way would he go to her chambers. Such a thing should never happen. That was almost fanaticism. But Shaya says he is likely there. I knew that before I got here. You failed as a royal guard, not because you didn't know his whereabouts, but because you didn't go there, even though you knew. Shaya, you lowly infidel. You are beneath worthless. You must not expect anything from yourself. Therefore, you must expect anything from the king. You must devote yourself to the king. I live for 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 the king. Hampered Shaya's normal thought process. I must go to the king's side. For a few seconds after, Shaya arrived in the throne. Well. If it ain't the butterfly. Here we go. Oh, here we go. I'm so excited, man. Oh, wait. No, don't look. No, look. Go back to single page. There we go. We're back at single page. Now we can look. All right, and immediately Shaya disappears. Not a response. Off to the king's side, is it? And then we see Shaya floating in air, maybe still leaving. Too bad. I got you closed in. Oh, so now it's just they're in a smoke room. And what can I do to get you to let me out and sniffle? Oh, sorry, no can do. Butterfly scale love spring spiritual message. I see. Oh, I was trying to understand what the heck I was just looking at. I was like, what the heck is this? But no, we're cutting back to Killua. As the bodies of the two ants, their nerve centers destroyed, started to topple over. What have I done? Killua and Ikago looked into each other's eyes. Oh, this is cute. They're running towards each other. Killua, you owe me one? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Various emotions. Oh, right. Because Killua gave Ikago basically a stern talking to. How stupid it was to go back and save your friends and all these things. And he told him that. No, well, he also told him like never to say thank you. But I believe also another one was like never saying I owe, or like never being in a position where you have to owe someone something. I don't know. I exactly forget, but yeah, I think they're both breaking the rules. They're both breaking the rules, okay? Various emotions swirl inside Killua's mind as he came to his senses, but Ikago's words dispelled the chaos. By the time the two ants crashed to the ground, Killua was focused once again. They didn't deal with Welfin though, I'm worried. Palm, please Palm. Still be alive and being able to fight Welfin. The elevator to the basement was in a hallway with rooms for servants at both ends. They were currently occupied by soldier ants. Kago passed between the two dead ants. When he got to the elevator, both doors opened as if on cue. Oh man, we cut away. Gon looks up at the throne room, sees that's Moral Smoke Jail. He said he'd use it to keep Shia away from the king. If it's covering the entire third floor of the tower, then the king and Neff aren't there. Where are they? Gon, looking around, notices the west tower. He sees Meruem walking off outside the tower, with Netero and Zeno following him. Netero, oh hey, it's Gon! Sees... Oh my god! This is the end of the volume. Netero's like, hey man, Neff's in there. Go kick some ass. And then Gon, where we got sound effect. He is ready. Oh my god. What a freaking volume, man. I'm gonna quickly just go back to, gonna see the results of the Hunter exam. So congratulations to Super Ninja Wolf. Bon Kichi, Sai Kipun, Nameless, Tobiah, Satoshi, Atsuki, Sid, Crowblood, Mook, and Taiki. Congratulations on becoming hunters. Absolutely incredible. But man, dude. All right. So characters are all in positions. The battles are going to begin. Gon will be fighting Neff for a while before Killua comes in for backup. Man, dude, what a awesome manga. Wow, Kono says, I like the stream. Thank you. We're gonna be doing a lot more manga streams. We're gonna get through Hunter x Hunter. We're gonna be doing some other manga streams for sure. It's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying these streams. I've been enjoying these reactions that will now be streams. Treb says, I love the interaction between Netero and Gon. Absolutely, so cool. I'm just like, hey buddy, go kick some ass. Absolutely incredible. We finished the volume. Now, I'll be honest, I do not know when the next time I will be doing the reaction because I still need to write the review for volume 24, but follow the Discord for like actual updates where you get notified on that. Otherwise, I'll do my best to write some updates on YouTube as well as Patreon. Patreon is fully free. Oh, speaking of Patreon, shout out to the Patreon folks here. Thank you all. Because you are actually like, you know, part of the paid tiers on Patreon, that means that I get to make all my content for free for all of you. So when I do streams of One Piece and I react to the One Piece episodes, those are all available for free over on Patreon. I don't have a Patreon button yet that shows up on chat. I will probably do that too. My goal was to just stream the manga reaction and not worry too much about some of the streaming mechanics and stuff so that I don't stop myself any further from streaming. But either way, whew, that was exhausting. Hey, thank you all for coming by for volume 25 of Hunter x Hunter. Let me know what you thought about these live streams. The edits for these will be a lot different because we're kind of just yapping and chatting. And so there's going to be a lot more space and emptiness and me being quiet as I contemplate and think. But hopefully you guys all enjoyed this because we're definitely going to be doing more of this. This was a ton of fun. So thank you all for showing up in chat. I greatly appreciate it. And we're going to be doing more of these in the future. Once again, follow the Discord for more updates, but I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Hey, thank you, Cyan. Thank you, Cyan, for showing up. Hello, thank you. Thank you for coming by the stream. Hey, thank you all for coming by.